Hi, it's Jim from Avstar Observatory. Guys, we really need to start talking about what we're looking at here. This is surface discharge. That is lightning that is going straight up into the upper atmosphere and out into space, called sprite lightning. And we're going to start seeing more of this as we get closer to that 40 degrees mark. But I don't want to talk about it today. There's something a lot more important I want to share with you guys. And that more important topic is what we're looking at right now. We have just 11 months left before the magnetic North Pole crosses the 40 degree mark over the Northern Hemisphere. Right now, the magnetic North Pole is in the centre of the North Mid-Atlantic Ridge and is still currently making its way towards that 40 degree mark at an average of 5 miles every month. That gives us a total distance left to that point of 55 miles. You divide that by the average speed the pole is migrating, gives us just 11 months. There's a lot of people out there that think all that's going to happen is that the compass is going to point south instead of north where it used to. And that is something that I suppose that we would all wish for in a perfect world, but that won't be the case, because the magnetic dipoles on our planet are a result of the inner mechanics, more to do so with the dynamo, and directly related to what we saw at the beginning of this video with that sprite lightning. That is a surface discharge out into the upper atmosphere and out into space. It's not a new anomaly, but it is becoming a more regular anomaly. We need to pay attention. There's a lot of people that don't even believe in the theoretical 40 degree mark, and that's their entire it's up to them what they believe. It doesn't really matter. But I will just say this: it was repeated, the experiment, many times, and every time the compass needle got to 40 degrees, it left the strong field lines which grips it in a slow movement, and then entered the weak field lines where it was able to reverse its polarity, go from north to south. And then I would presume over another 100 years, once it does that big shift, or maybe longer, it will settle down into a completed reversal. We got 11 months left. We're the only observatory freely sharing this data with the general public. There isn't anyone else on YouTube that is detailing what is taking place at the same level as us. And you know what, guys, I have to say this: we have reached a point where it is becoming so disheartening, where we should be raising more money and covering more aspects of this anomaly. Means there is such a short space of time left, we should be raising a lot more money at this observatory than what we are. You know, there might be, at the end of the day, 4,000 people view this video. I've always said, you've got as many subscribers as you have viewed your last video that you put out there, but if we can't raise more than £30 out of 4,000 people, and we deal specifically one of the rarest anomalies mankind has ever come across, it is a very poor show. I don't know what to say, but it has never deterred us in spending 2 years like we did programming the Trimax system. We're the only ones with that equipment, guys. No one else has the Trimax system that monitors the magnetic North Pole position every 3 seconds. And I don't know of any other YouTube channel out there that has got together with the public and put equipment out in the field like we have with the magnetometers and the muon detectors. We should be tripling what we're raising here at the very, very least at this point in time, and we're not. We need more people to stand by our sides here. At this point in time, we've probably raised the least at this point in the month than we ever have done. It's appalling. You know, I can't do this on my own. I need people out there in the field willing to take the equipment off us so that we can get more information on this event, because this event has already started to affect your life. Mainstream media aren't going to talk about the true implications of a collapsing magnetosphere on a planet. And they certainly won't draw your attention to what happened to one of our neighbouring planets, Mars, when it lost its magnetosphere. We need to up our game. We need to get real. We have 11 months left before the magnetic North Pole crosses that 40-degree mark, because it is anticipated when it does that, it will enter the weak field lines and it will migrate a lot quicker, and at that point the magnetosphere could weaken considerably. We're already down 20% on our magnetic field strength at the moment. The magnetosphere has weakened 20% already, and all the things we talk about on this channel can be verified. None of it is hocus pocus and fairy tale stories. It's all accurate and true. The magnetic North Pole migrating since the 1990s has been responsible for all the weather extremes that we've seen to this point in time, and they by no means are not getting any lesser. They're becoming more frequent, and the magnitude of these events are increasing as well. I know we've all got our own lives, but right now there is a lack of awareness about this topic. 98% of the population of this earth are completely unaware of, first of all, their earth that they have lived on for many years is going through such dramatic changes, let alone the awareness of what the implications will be when that pole starts to migrate a lot faster, because you can expect complete and total extremes in all climatic events. You know, people in Australia have just gone through weeks of floods, and that's just Australia. Europe has been devastated, the United States has been devastated, Canada has been devastated. This is a global problem. It is not like the mainstream recall related to CO2 in the upper atmosphere that has been emitted since the 1900s, according to Michael Mann's golf or hockey stick chart. It's nothing to do with that. You know, we are running out of time. We now stand with 11 months on the clock, and that is ticking. Guys, there's a link down there if you want to help support us. You know, I really hope that you appreciate the significance of what we're trying to do, and, you know, inform the general public of what is happening on our planet. It will affect everyone. There's a link down there if you want to help support us. I'll say what I usually do. You take care of your loved ones. As always, bye for now.